Symbols are powerful expressions of something deeper. Think of a ring, whether a school ring, one about our heritage, such as a claddagh or a wedding ring. It's more than a gold or silver band. A ring is a symbol that invites us into the multifaceted story it represents. Every time we look at it or wear it, or whenever somebody comments on it. The Gospel of John is highly symbolic, and we will look at today's story of the Samaritan woman and what it means for each of us through that deeper lens. Let's now consider three symbols from this scripture passage that invite us to encounter the living God: living water, faithfulness, and story. Living water is about an inner spring. We need to drink deeply from areas that quench our spiritual thirst. Perhaps it's the living water of a contemplative practice, music, and inspirational reading, nature, animals, painting, walking or running, Tai Chi Cha, or conversations with others. These inner springs are pathways to an encounter with the living God. The second symbol is faithfulness. In her book, Written That You May Believe, Encountering Jesus in the Fourth Gospel, scripture scholar Sandra Schneiders tells us that the Samaritan woman's 5 husbands are not related to her marital status or morality. The Samaritan woman symbolizes Samaria, which in worshiping the false gods of the 5 foreign tribes was unfaithful to the God of Israel. This symbol, therefore, asks us to reflect on our faithfulness and invites us into ever-deepening faithful relationship with the Holy One in every circumstance of our life. The third symbol is story. When the Samaritan woman tells the whole town about her intimate conversation with Jesus, it changed her life and the lives of others who come to believe. This symbol is an inclusive invitation to all of us to listen to others' stories and to share our own story, that we and others may encounter the living God in a deeper way. I now want to share an example from our family that speaks of how living water, faithfulness, and story can bring us more deeply into relationship with the divine. I asked our daughter Tara if it was okay to share this, and she said, absolutely okay to share. So here is their story: Tara and her husband Paul's challenging and amazing journey into parenthood. About 4 years ago, when Tara and Paul wanted to start a family, they had trouble conceiving. After extensive fertility testing, they were given a couple of options. The first one was initially successful, but she suffered a miscarriage at 13 weeks. This was a gut-wrenching blow on many levels, but especially emotionally and spiritually. They harbored doubts about their future, were angry with God and not even sure God was there, and struggled to find meaning and a sense of equilibrium. They grieved for several months, drawing from the living water of each other's love and faithfulness, the care of family and friends, a support group, and grief counseling. Shortly after their unborn baby's due date, Tara posted a heart-touching story on Facebook about their grief experience. In this writing, she completely opened her heart to the world as she acknowledged her feelings publicly, exposed her vulnerability, and spoke of the importance of reaching out to give and receive help. I believe that in sharing their deeply personal story with complete honesty, Tara was faithful to who she was, the God within. She didn't take on the false God of pretending that everything was fine. Rather, she was faithful to the truth of her experience. Their story continued as Tara and Paul chose to journey into IVF. This was an intense emotional and physical commitment and a time of deep trust in the medical profession and in the divine mystery embodied in this life process. Over several months, each step yielded positive results, and Tara became pregnant. This news was truly living water. Although they were quite cautious about this because of their previous experience, all went well, and their daughter Tenley made her grand entrance in January 2022. Now 1 year old, Tenley has truly been a beautiful gift. She is living water every day to Tara and Paul. During her blessing ceremony a couple months ago, they spoke these words to Tenley. It's amazing seeing you light up every morning when we walk in to start the day. It's a reminder to us all that every day is a gift from God and to live it with love. Another memorable part of the blessing was Tenley's baptism, with water collected from a flowing stream in Vermont on Mount Mansfield, where our family often hikes. Everyone there traced a heart on Tenley's forehead with that water. Although we were blessing her, honestly, she's the one who blessed us with her presence. Through this journey, Tara and Paul were faithful to each other, to God, and to their call to give life. Their story is one of growth through struggle that spanned the depths of enormous uncertainty and sadness, the long journey of patient waiting, and the exhilarating heights of giving birth. Just like the Samaritan woman in today's gospel, Tara and Paul's story and the stories each of us have to share point us toward a deeper reality. The circumstances of our stories are a means to an end, a way to grow in our understanding of and relationship with the divine. During this third week of Lent, I invite you to ponder a story in your own life that changed you. Listen to your heart and how it was changed through that experience. Sit with God in that heart moment. I would then invite you to share that story with a trusted friend, family member, or group. Draw living water, live faithfulness, share your story. And remember, God is there loving you in every moment.